Okay, so today we are going to, this is lesson 6. We're going to work on bridle work and then spook in place. What's really important to understand with this, guys, is spook in place is teaching them how to handle their fear, not to be desensitized from their fear. There's a difference. We can desensitize them from things we're going to see, but the unknown is what we want to deal with spook in place, right? So you have to think about that. There's no possible way to work on every single obstacle, to desensitize them from every situation out there, right? So we have to teach them that when they are afraid, how we want them to handle it, right? So that is what spook in place does. We are going to make them afraid, and then we're going to tell them what to do when they're afraid, right? So I need you to get a spooky object and have it with you. You need to have your bridle on with your loop reins. First part of the lesson, I want you to do your bridle work, right? And I want you to do it kind of like lesson 4, where we disengaged hips and we backed up a bunch, and then we added emotion to it. We got them emotional and we shut them down. Got them emotional, shut them down. Got them emotional, shut them down. I want you to do that for 30 minutes before you start this, before you start spook in place, right? I want you to get to the calm down cue. I want you to even move some shoulders around. Like, I want you to make sure that bridle work is pretty solid before you get to this. All right, so now you've done 30 minutes of bridle work minimum, right? Now minimum means that I need you to do it till you're bored. I'm doing it 30 minutes for the horse to make sure he's ready for this. So you do it until you feel like, okay, I'm gonna be okay, I can go to the next step. All right, so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a tarp or a scary object. Ideally not this big of a tarp, okay? You'd want like a grain bag or a trash bag or a small tarp, okay? Then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna step to the side. I want you to keep your hand on the rein, and I want you to scare them, right? When they get scared, then slowly pick up the other hand, disengage the hip until they come to a stop. He kind of did it on his own, so I really didn't have to pick up that much, but that's all you're gonna do, right? So you're gonna step to the side, you're gonna scare him. When he moves, then disengage him. So, and I need you to keep scaring him until he moves, right? So I'm gonna scare him. Right there he moves, pick up, disengage. You don't need it to be to where they're blowing away. You need it like Kevin here. He's not real scared of the tarp, which is what you want. Like, you want a scary object, but you don't want them to be terrified of it, right? Then you're going to and you're going to move it until he moves, then disengage, have him look at it, then stop the scary object, right? Very important to stop the scary object as soon as they disengage, okay? And disengage. Good. He's moving his own hip, that's ideal. Okay. Good. Good. If he, like with Kevin here, he's moving his own hip, so I don't have to pick up that hand. And you want to teach yourself that. Like, if your horse is doing the job that it's supposed to do, you don't have to react. You don't have to help him, right? But if he's not, if he is going, ooh, I think I'm gonna leave, then that's when you pick up that hand and you say disengage. Okay, move forward. Sometimes I just say words that I'm used to saying. I don't mean forward. Anyway, pick up your tarp. Right there, he turned himself, I don't pull. Right? Good. basically, it's going to be an easy lesson with this, right? You're just doing enough with a basic object. I chose the tarp because of Kevin's personality with it. It was something that I could scare him a little bit, but not scare him too much. So pick something small, and then just start. You shouldn't bite that. Start with something small like this, and just get to the point where you're spooking on one side, right? And the horse disengages his hips on his own and keeps looking at it, right? And anytime he turns to look at it, you stop. So you start scaring him. If he walks away, help him. If he doesn't move, help him. But keep scaring him, and then finally when he disengages and comes towards you, then stop. We're gonna build on that and teach them how to handle their fear. How we want to handle their fears: if they get afraid, we need them to stop and look at the scary object. We can ride a stop. We can't ride a buck, a bolt, a rear. We don't want to ride any of that. So we need to teach them that scary objects stop when they disengage and look at it. Okay? So 30 minutes of bridle work minimum. Raise emotions, calm them down. Go to this. Just get to the point where you scare them and they bend their hips, or they disengage their hips, they look at it, quit, and quit for the day. Good job.